Good morning. So, yeah, I normally upload shorts, but I'm gonna have to upload a video because it was longer than 3 minutes the first time. But anyway, so yesterday I go and I get my car serviced at Firestone. I go in for 3 services. I go in to get new tires, 4 new tires. I knew I needed an alignment, and they gave me new brakes. They said, well, not gave me, but they suggested I get new brakes. And I knew that because my brakes were kind of squealing. So when I first get there, I get there about 7:30 in the morning. They open at 7. I get there about 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock. They tell me it's gonna be a couple of hours, and I know a couple of hours don't mean a couple of hours. So I was like, it's probably gonna be closer to 3 or 4 hours, probably 4. But they're like, yeah, it's gonna be a couple of hours. So it's like, if you want to wait, you can wait, or you can come back, of course. So I decided to wait because I didn't want to catch a ride home and have to catch a ride back. So long story short, I ended up not leaving there till about 1:30, 2 o'clock maybe. So I pretty much was there a whole day, damn near, like a whole work shift. Mind you, I got there at 7:30, before 8. So anyway, I drive off the lot, drive down the road maybe about a mile, not even a mile, maybe a half a mile, and I noticed my alignment was still off. And I'm not saying like a little off, I mean like it was still noticeably off, like when I drove in there, like they hadn't done anything with it. So I turn around to go back, I let them know what's up. You know, they claimed to check it out while I'm waiting in the waiting room again. And they're like, they ran my keys back, like, oh, you're all set. We've straightened that steering wheel out for you. Get back in the car. Same issue. So I'm just like, okay. Now, mind you, like, of course, my instincts and business-wise, I'm like, no, they got to get this right. They got to get this right. Normally, I just sit there and like, nah, y'all gonna have to look at it again. But my past has taught me is you don't give too many people too many chances to fuck up. You know, excuse my language. So if I hired you to do a job, you didn't do it the first time, and then I tell you it wasn't done right, and then you come back to me and say you now corrected it, and you haven't corrected it, I'm gonna take my business elsewhere. Because not only am I not gonna worry about you correcting it or trying to fix it a third time, I'm not gonna bring my business back there next time. So now you've lost a customer for life because you're not doing the job. So, and I'd rather just go pay more money to have someone else do it and correct it than to have y'all keep looking at it and either lying to me or end up tearing something up because you don't know what you're doing apparently. So that's what it is. And I posted about it on my Instagram, so a friend had DM'd me. He's one, you know, everybody has that one friend who's always worked on cars their whole life. I'm talking about since they were like teenagers. They've always been fascinated by auto. And they're like great mechanics, but that's not what they do. It's not their full-time job a lot of times. So it's hard to kind of arrange schedules to have them do work on your car. So a lot of times you don't go to them. But anyway, so he's like, well, alignments can be tricky. They are, they can be tricky. So he did tell me that. He was like, but I could have put your brakes on for you, But he said, if you are going to get your alignment looked at again, he said, I suggest going to Mavis. And it's crazy because I told him, I said, that's why I had planned on going to begin with. Like, I had planned on going to Mavis, but my mom had a credit account at Firestone. You feel what I'm saying? So I said, but that's exactly why I had planned on going the first time, specifically for my alignment. I wasn't even thinking about getting tires at the time or brakes. I was going specifically for an alignment, and I just, I didn't have the money to go right then. But now, that was confirmation right there. When I get it looked at again, to go to Mavis. And I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to post about this because a lot of times, it's almost like a metaphor for life almost too, because a lot of times we give people too many chances to fuck up. You give them too many chances to fuck up, and then at some point, it gets to a point where it's worse than it would have been had you cut your losses early. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm wondering. I'm just gonna cut my losses and hold on. I can show you my steering wheel right now. Hold on, right quick. Look at this. I don't know if you can. My steering wheel is practically at the, the 10 o'clock position. It's turned to the left. I don't know how it's going to show it on the video. It's turned to the left though. And this is what my tires straight. This is with my tires straight. I'm parked right now. As matter of fact, my alignment, like I said, it's worse. My steering wheel is more off center now than it was when I took it in there at Firestone. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day. It's okay to give people a second chance, but I think in certain situations, 2 chances are enough. Don't give them a third chance to screw you over. Peace.